Rivet here. Welcome back to another episode of Cube World. We are back once again on a Wednesday hump day. Woo! Another day down. Week's halfway through. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome back to Cube World. Feels good to be back. Feels good to feel like myself for the first time. It feels like forever. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm in a village looking for an inn. What the man needs to do. Got to reset the day, reset the time. Make this thing back to regular daytime. Sick and tired of running around at night. Sick and tired of it. Yeah, so it's an easy thing to do. All you got to do is hop into one of these old inns and then just talk to the innkeeper. He's got a way to magically set time back into the regular time. Well, thank you all the noise outside in the world. I appreciate it. I love when everything decides to go crazy when I'm recording because it's just life. There we go. Daylight is set. Stuck on a door. Inside sucks. That looks beautiful. One thing I have to do, change this back out. Good. We do have stuff that's handy. Let's check and see if we have trade district should be back over here. We'll check that out real quick. I think I need to make bottles or buy bottles and stuff and let's double check. What do I have? I got no bottles. I got 4 water bottles. So yeah, I need to buy bottles. Bottles. Need to get them. Should be, there we go. I just spotted it on the map. So yeah, since Sunday, life is just kind of getting back to normal. Work, I've been working since Wednesday, or since Monday. It's Wednesday. Been working. Life's been good. It's been good. Like no issues at work. A little nervous about going in after missing 2 days because I'm not used to missing time. I don't normally do that. So, there's that part of me thinking, like, oh, were you really sick? And I'm like, yes, I was, but nobody questioned it. They were like, so how you feeling better? I guess it's kind of accepted that, if I'm sick, I'm not coming to work because if I'm really sick, I don't normally miss work at all. They know that about me. So it's nice. That's why I like the job. I'm appreciated for what I do, and it means a lot. Trust me. There's a lot of crappy jobs out there. We're just going to do this real quick. It's one of the things you got to do. I'll probably have 4 left. I did. And then we go back and buy another round. This means that I don't have to go shopping for bottles for a while, unless I really suck, which does happen, and then I end up buying a bunch more. It is what it is. They're cheap. They're not an expense that I mind spending the money on. I mean, I'll pay for the bottles again next dungeon I go into. And then I just wish that I could hold down that and click, go away. Where are we at? 68 power. Level 43 rogue. Not bad. Not upset. That's a decent little way to be. Let's sell off some of this stuff. Yeah, I don't need it. Oh, wow. Okay, we need to check our stuff. That's an upgrade for sure. That's an upgrade. Let's just junk it. We're junking stuff, folks. This is what we do. This is our life now. Get rid. Oh, nope. I don't know how we ended up with some decent stuff. I mean, our rating's 141. Not great. I mean, it's not a great thing. 7.6. It's decent. The reason I grabbed it was because of the crit upgrade. That was it. That's all I needed. Yeah, so I've noticed a marked decline in viewership on everything. And I'm not worried about it. I don't know, I've had some people ask me if my channel's dying, and I'm like, no, it's just life. Things are different. And I also get that, I own, the fact that, I've not been up to my regular stuff. I'm working on getting it back. Ooh, well, hello, beautiful. We'll put you on, and then put you back, Dagger. Or are you the one? Yeah. Wait. What? No, you go on. Here. What did they... You here? Since when? What? When did that change? You just click in. Interesting. There we go. Do I have it now? Do I got it now? Dear Lord. I screwed that up so bad. You're going away. You can tell. I'm not 100%. It's kind of funny. Monday I went to work. Happy. You know, had a great day. I was a little tired getting home. Ooh, look at you. The gloves that we got. Really tired when I got home, which is, you know, not unacceptable. I mean, it's fine. Wait. 8.2. Now, if I did that, okay, good. It swapped it. Good. So, or 179. It's not great. Not bad. Yeah, so I got home last night. Felt tired. Had dinner. Felt a little tired. I thought, okay, I'm just going to go sit on the couch, watch a little TV, you know, unwind, do a little stressing, de-stressing. Started watching a little bit of the YouTubes. Next thing I know, my alarm goes off this morning. That's right. I slept for 11 hours and changed, almost 12 hours. I had some stuff I wanted to do last night. Didn't do a damn thing. Had some recordings I want to do. Nothing. None of them happened, which is fine. I did get some Metro Exodus recorded up. So I have Far Cry New Dawn. I think I've got like 14 or 15 episodes of that already pre-recorded, and I've got 9 episodes of Metro Exodus done. At this stage, without any fear, Metro Exodus is 10 times the game. So in love with how they do things in the game. I'm not too sure. It literally just went live a little while ago. I'm not too sure what the take's going to be on it. Don't know if anybody's interested. Not too terribly worried about it. As you guys know, I just play games to have fun. And I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. Speaking of gaming and fun, I noticed the Games Developers Conference is happening, GDC happening. Google had a thing that they announced today that I'm kind of stoked by. Not used to good old Google being involved in the old gaming routine, but their announcement really piqued my interest because not necessarily just for me, but it is for me. I mean, I can get behind this. We'll see how they develop it. They developed something called Stadia, and it's their gaming platform. And it's a platform because it works on anything. It's a streaming gaming service that will work with any screen you've got. So your TV, your phone, your laptop, anything. You don't need a fancy computer to play 4K games at 60 FPS, apparently. You just need a streaming service. Yeah, so I saw they did it on a Chromecast, playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Now, I understand how much of a system you need to have Assassin's Creed Odyssey play. And it looks good. Like what I was watching on the show was like, wow, that actually looks decent. I don't know what pricing or anything is yet. I know they were releasing it in Canada, United States, Europe. I don't know where else. Might be another place. I wasn't paying all that much attention to where they're releasing it. But it's just going to be streaming. There's no hardware. Everything. Oh, the only hardware you can have is your controller. It will work off your keyboard and mouse if you're on your old laptop. It can be a crappy laptop as long as you get decent internet connection. I'm like, what? So this could revolutionize this part of gaming for us. But again, it depends on how they market it and get it out to us. But I'm hopeful. Some of the things were really interesting. Was about you could stream, and then if you're watching, you could click to link to say, okay, I want to join the game. So if I have that kind of thing enabled, and then it'll say like you're next in queue, or there's like the line is 3 people deep, and I'm like, that's a good way for me to get involved into the gaming with the fans. But also, it opens the door for a lot more people to have access to games. I'm assuming it's going to be a subscription model service, kind of like the Microsoft's Game Pass, I would assume. Where you have like a series of titles you'll have access to throughout the month, which, you know, it's Google. Google has access to boatloads of money, boatloads of services, so I think we're going to have a pretty decent chance of it being a decent service. If they handle this right, this could revolutionize how we play video games, and I'm okay with that. You know, I'm not opposed to it. Not opposed to it at all. Now, I did know about the service. I signed up for the option for a beta when they were doing it a few months back, and did not get access to it, which was fine. I was not, not upset that I didn't get picked or approved for it. But yeah, definitely going to be keep my eyes peeled for it. Probably something I'll definitely do, because I'm looking at upgrading my computer system this year. And part of me is like, well, what do I upgrade? Do I just upgrade the processor and the RAM? Because one of the things I want to put more power into is my video editing stuff, especially with the other channel. But that kind of means that when I'm traveling, I'm going to want to have like a small, light, portable kind of setup. And I would love to be able to still game. So part of me was trying to figure out how to build like a small, render/gaming machine. I could actually just end up making myself a decent low-powered render machine that plug into a monitor. Boom, shalaka! I've got my gaming library on the road with me. That'd be kind of cool. I'm kind of stoked. Again, not sure if it's going to interface with Steam, but if they interface that with Steam, game over. Like, it would be phenomenal. Nothing said if they would. I mean, this is me dreaming out my butt. But I got 1,200 games in my Steam library. I ain't giving up any day soon. But who knows? I mean, if Google has a service and it's just like, $10-15 a month and you have access to a bunch of new titles, I'm okay with that. I'm very much okay with that. I gotta get away from those spikies. Listen, you jerk. I love that you're a range dude. I love that you think you can just stand back there in the spikes, not take any freaking damage because you're an elite bastard. Just get out of there. Who needs you? I can jump above the spikes and take you down, big jerk. Suck it up, Buttercup. There you go. That was done. That was good. So yeah, I saw a lot of, I don't know what the hell's going on, people. And I'm not poking at anybody here, but I'm almost done with Twitter. It's just, oh my God, bitch and moan, whine, bitch and moan. Holy Jesus. Just like a whole bunch of people just pissing on Google's sandcastles saying, this will never work, this is a stupid idea, blah, blah, blah. And it's just retweets and people just jumping on the bandwagon just to say, oh, it's something negative, let's jump on the bandwagon, let's go fuck this thing over. Like, piss off, people. You haven't even seen anything about it. You don't know the first thing about what they're trying to accomplish. If you had a thought in your head, you've never fucking shared it with anybody, you morons. Ugh, idiots. But it's just a cool concept for me. And what I think is a really, really interesting idea about it is that this could open up the service of playing video games to a lot of people that can't afford services right now. Again, if it's done properly, if the interface is cheap enough, if it's a cheap enough subscription model, that means that folks that don't have a lot of coin but have a TV, they can play the games. And then all of a sudden it's like, well, now I can stream this because the interface is there. And now I can actually start doing Twitch or YouTube or whatever it is that they interface with. I'm assuming it'd be YouTube since it's Google. But then you've got YouTube Gaming, the streaming service, starting to take off and becoming a thing because now you've got a boatload of people that have access to it. I don't see a negative in it. I think it's a very big positive. But again, I've been one of those people that, I started playing video games in the 70s when they first came out. Actually talking with one of my buddies at work today, and he was saying, what was the first video game you ever played? I'm like, oh, easy, Pong. The first video game ever made. I played it. It was me. I was playing it, and I did. My father worked for a company, had access to, technology early. I was one of the first people in Canada to have a speak and spell. That we tested it out for the guys in Canada. I mean, my sister and I had, like, the models we had weren't readily available. It was a model that I never saw released. It looked like it, but the coloring was a little different. The stickers on it were a little different, and a lot of people don't even know what a speak and spell is. And all I can say is watch E.T. E.T. used one to phone home, man. And it was a learning game. It was a console learning thing. I loved it. I thought it was a brilliant thing. But I mean, I played video games from the very beginning. So I'm not one of the naysayers when it comes to advancing this the genre. I think video games are an important piece of the entertainment circle. To me, they've always been as important, if not more important, than movies. Music, music always kind of took a little bit of not necessarily a backseat to it. I always held music in high regard. Music and I always got along very, very well. And that's just because I like what the music does. Music opens your brain to a whole bunch of different thoughts if you listen to it properly. Classical music especially, easy listening stuff. Some of the stuff that's psychedelic and just it expands in the way the sound works against your brain. Oh, my baby, love it, love it, love it. So I'm a huge fan of music, but for me, it's just video games, a very important part of my life. There's not a whole lot of guys turning 51 that are excited about playing video games with the streaming Google service. They're like, okay, maybe I'll get it for my grandkids. And I'm like, whoo, I got to get that for me. If my boy Leetsy wants to get on it, we'll see. You never know. But again, there's a few things that they have to make sure they do right. Latency, lag is one of the key factors. Input lag type of thing, but they're saying they've got it worked out, and what they were showing looks like they kind of got it sorted. I'm kind of stoked. So yeah, Stadia, I think it's called. Is that right? Yeah, Stadia. I think that's the name of it. I just literally just finished reading an article about it because I was working when they announced it, so I got to watch some of the GDC stuff. There's some of it online, so I'm gonna go check her out because it's what I like to do. I like technology stuff. And did I walk past our boss, Iruni? He looks like he's over here someplace. I bet, is he up here? They do like to hang out in places that... Where are you shooting me from, you big jerk? Oh, is that... Why do we have a Minotaur? Oh, that's where that jerk was. And wizards. Oh, this is just delightful. Yep, this is everything I ever hoped for in my life. Happening all at once. The beep. Oh, laser beams. Great, thanks. Oh my god. Can't see shit. Okay, the Minotaur is down. That's nice. So... There you go. You're done. I can't believe I survived that. That was actually kind of fun. I dug it. Definitely feel like I'm fitting in again. Like I'm wearing my big boy pants. I know how to play the video game again. I'm not feeling so weak and underpowered. You're not the boss, are you? No, I didn't think so. You kind of look like one with the way your hair is parted down there. A little pointy bit on the front. Oh, nice moves. I like it. How about the... Do you like... Here, I'm going to show you mine. You ready? 1, 2... Bada-boom! Okay, you didn't like it. He went and puffed smoke. Anybody over here? Yep. Hey, I just beat your brother. Oh, great. You're Ranger. You're going to be all the fun I've never wanted to have in one fail swoop setting. This may be a fail. We'll check it out. We'll see how he does. Most times the outdoor bosses turn out to be a bit of a joke. In the fact that you can't give them much damage because they don't take a hit. Dropping 5%, 2 rounds. Doable. We'll see how much he does damage to us here. Moves should keep him busy. We'll see. Take a potion, take a potion, take a potion, take a potion. Yeah, it's a good. Not too sure. We'll give him a little bit here. We'll give him a little bit. He's not too annoying because we're not doing a whole bunch of battles and he's just kind of stuck against the wall. Oh, we're hitting for crap. Oof. Oof. You wrecked my turtle. Okay, listen, you jerk. I don't like this .4 bullshit. What was that coming from? Okay, I took a potion while we're here. I got 6. This is what we got. You just wrecked my turtle. He just came back. You're a big meanie. Neiman? Neiman? Bet your last name is Marcus. Jerk. Yeah, so what else has been going on? Anything? Looking at new apartment-ish kind of potential. Talked with a landlord today. So he says that there might be one available in his building. He'll let me know soon for April. So I may be moving to a new place. If so, it is considerably cheaper than where I'm at, which would be nice. A little bit closer to work. Again, another nice feature. So cheaper and closer to work. Definitely fills my boots. And I'm going to look into seeing if it's commutable by bicycle. So I might end up getting rid of my bus pass and save some more money over the next few months. Because I can swear and tell you that I do like the idea of walking and bicycling for a while. I enjoyed it last year when I was at Halifax. I took a month off of commuting and walked back and forth to work. It was an hour, and enjoyed the hell out of it. And what you do is you set aside a little bit of money in case it's raining, in case any storms are happening, and then you can take the bus in the other days. And that's it, you know. And Montreal is pretty conducive to good weather. I haven't had a whole lot of bad weather, so we'll see. I'm going to do a day of trying to take, once I move into the new place, if I get it. I will take a day and walk and see how, on a day off, to see how far it takes, how long it takes me to get to work. Because there's some stores down around work I'd like to go and shop at anyway. So, we got wrecked. Well, that was that. That's enough of that. We didn't need to. It's just not important. Not that important. So yeah, things are good. As you can probably hear my voice, I feel a little bit more upbeat and a little bit more chipper than I have in a while, which is nice. It's a good feeling. I think sometimes colds are a benefit to you because you feel like absolute crap. There's nothing good feeling about sick, except I found a silver lining in my sick that I really, really enjoyed, which was it forced me to do nothing. I don't normally do nothing. I'm not a nothing doing kind of guy very much, but to have where I just had to go and crawl into bed and to lay there and watch TV, and I had I ripped off, not ripped off, I ripped my Fringe series years ago. I had them all on DVD. I converted them onto regular format onto a hard drive, plugged it into my Android box, and I watched an entire season and a half over the course of the weekend of Fringe. And I love the show. If you've never watched it, I can highly recommend it if you can see it. It used to be on Netflix. They took it off. That's when I ended up finding the CD or the DVDs, and then I immediately ripped them because I wanted to make sure I had a digital copy because I didn't want to lose them because it just was one of those shows I thoroughly enjoyed. I like science. I like kind of weird science and stuff, and I like alternate thought processes to the norm, and it does this every episode, and without being too contrived. There's a bit of contrivedness in it, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the weirdness, and part I liked the most was how everybody worked together. And the last season was just a complete mind fuck. Just they did something I didn't expect, and I enjoyed it. So it's always held a very near and dear place in my heart. So yeah, that's what I did. Felt sick, watched Fringe for a day and a half, or a season and a half for a couple of days. And it felt nice. I mean, I was watching it and would doze off for a little bit, and I'd go wake up again and be like, hey, I missed that. So, I'd rewind and go back to where I was and, continue watching. So, I mean, I probably watched some of the episodes 3 or 4 times before I could finally catch the whole thing, but I did it. It was just, it's one of those shows that always just kept me engaged, and it was nice. But yeah, it was like a treat for me to actually just take a break from everything and not worry about YouTube or anything. Nothing. Just the only thing I had to worry about was feeling better and, taking my time for myself. And I don't do that nearly enough. Every now and again I will have something kick me in the head and it kind of, wake me up and say, Rivet, you need to take care of yourself. And I'm like, I'm going to do more of this for myself. And then I get all sidetracked and go back to being an idiot like I am. And I know I'm not going to change too much, but hey, at least when I get sick, I can appreciate the time that I have when I'm doing it. So, and I don't get upset with myself for getting sick, because I don't get sick very often. So, I kind of look at it as a vacation for me, in me, while I'm a vacation for being me. which I'm okay with. You know, I push myself pretty hard. I push myself harder than I should most days, but I'm also expect a lot from myself, and I don't think that's a bad thing. You know, 51 years old, and I still force myself to learn something new every single day. Try to read as much as I possibly can. You know, books are amazing. I listen to new music any chance I get. Some friends recommend some new albums to me and stuff, and I'll check them out, and I'm like, your new music sucks. I like my old music. But no, there's some new bands and stuff that I dig. There's some stuff that's pretty fun. I stumbled upon some of the stuff that came out in my era that I didn't even know existed. So, and we killed Saurian. I think that was a good episode. I think that went well. We got another boss battle we can take over here, which we'll do in our next episode. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Anybody that checks out these videos on a regular basis, I appreciate you guys. You don't have to leave comments for me to appreciate you being here. I just do. So thank you ever so much, everybody, for coming out, checking out my silliness, my rambling in Cube World. This has been fun. This has been a good day. I appreciate it. Anyway, I will see you guys in our next episode. If you like the Cube World, Sundays, Wednesdays, 2 p.m. Eastern. I try to keep them here every single week, twice a week, every other day, 2 and 7 Eastern. There's always a video. So, you know, if you like checking it out, feel free. If you like what you see, feel free to subscribe. If you don't feel like subscribing, you just like the one episode, thanks. Appreciate you guys being here. If you're this long in the episode, I really appreciate you guys being here. And I will see you guys in our next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
This is a song for all the Rivet heads. This is a song to make